Hi, I'm Jane from JCW-Fitness. Welcome to your mini workout with the dyna-band, which is just basically a stretchy band that adds resistance to every exercise that we do and therefore makes it a bit difficult. And the beauty of it is you can choose how hard or how easy you make it. So basically the shorter the band, the greater the resistance and the harder it is. So that is going to be harder than that. So you can experiment with it and choose the right position for yourself. Right, we're going to start working the upper back and the back of the shoulders, and this exercise is really good for posture. So we're going to lock the shoulder blades back and down and float the arms up just to shoulder height. Be really careful that you don't lift the shoulders up. So we're going to lock them right down like we're trying to push them in the back pockets, and we're going to bring the band to the chest and squeeze the shoulder blades together. And we're going to exhale as we pull, inhale to release. Now I'm going to turn round and show you what should be happening in the shoulder blades and what hopefully we're going to avoid. So just going to turn around, you carry on. As you squeeze, you should feel that your shoulder blades close in towards each other, and not that you've just got a movement from this point of your shoulder. You should feel something happening here down the side of the back and in between the shoulder blades. So there's some movement there. And also we want to be careful not to arch the back, so keep your bottom tucked underneath. So do one more and bring it down and rest and roll your shoulders. And you will feel tired here, that's fine. Shouldn't feel tired in the neck. If you feel tired in the neck, I suspect that you've been lifting your shoulders. Should we do another set? Let's go for another 8. So we exhale and inhale. Exhale, inhale. So you should really feel that work now going down the side of the back and across the upper back. Just keep going for a few more. These are really good for you if you spend a long time sitting at a desk, and it really helps you to combat slopey forward shoulders. Okay, take a breather, roll your shoulders, lovely. Okay, take a deep breath. I'm just going to show you how you can also target your triceps, which is the back of the arm, with a similar exercise. So we're going to lift up, bring the band to the chest. I'm going to bend at one elbow and breathe out to extend. Inhale to bend, exhale to extend. Now can you see that I'm really working hard to keep my shoulders away from my ears, but also I feel like I'm slightly retracting them all the time, which basically means I'm bringing the shoulder blades together. So you carry on, I'm going to show you what it looks like if I lose those connections. The first thing is this, and then the second thing is that the shoulders come forward. So we need to keep the shoulders back and down, and you should really be feeling this in your shoulders and the backs of the arms. I am. Excellent, let's take a roll. And we're going to go into the waist now. So I'm going to get you to stand on your band with both feet, hip width apart. And you want to hold your band so there's quite a lot of resistance in it. And we're going to take the shoulder blades back, slightly tuck your pelvis under. Not too much, but it just helps you to make sure that you're not in extension, which is where your bum's sticking out, because we're trying to work the front of the body. So I'm going to imagine that my ribs don't move. And I'm going to go over the top and draw it back. I'm going to exhale and go the other side. Inhale back, and it's like you're trying to avoid your rib cage collapsing. I'm going to show you what it looks like if I let my rib cage collapse. So would you just carry on with these, and I'm going to show you. If I let my rib cage collapse, I go from here to here. I'll just show you on the other side. I go from here to here. And all that is a lovely stretch, but we actually want to work through the waist. So I'll show you if you can see my ribs. I want to keep them still. We're aiming for this, and we're not going to try and collapse. I hope that makes sense. We're going to take another 4. Breathing out, breathing in. And you should start to feel this through your waist. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And the other thing that I'm doing here is I'm really pulling my belly button towards my spine the whole time. If you're feeling more pain in your back, tuck your bum under and maybe lean slightly forwards. That can help you shift the emphasis from the back to the front, so you can come slightly forwards. You definitely don't want to go backwards with your hips thrust forward, because that's just going to start aggravating your lower back. Let's do one more each side. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to step off the band. I'm going to get on the mat for a second. I'm going to wrap the band around my feet, and this is really good for helping with roll downs. So it really helps you get articulation through your spine on a seated roll down. Some people find it really difficult. For example, a lot of people find that when they get to here on a roll down, they go like that, and it really helps you get that articulation there through that bit that gets stuck. So we're going to sit tall. We're going to use the band gently. We're going to try not to use your arms. Use the power in the abs. This is just for a little bit of help. So we pull the belly in, shoulders down, and then tilt your pelvis underneath, pulling the belly button down to the spine. So I feel like now my tailbone's pointing upwards, and I'm going to aim the back of my waist very slowly towards the floor. And it's now on the floor, but can you see that this is still tight and short here? So I haven't gone back like this. I feel like I'm in a capital C shape. So I'm just going to go all the way down to the floor, taking a breath, going to lift, and I'm going to use my tummy muscles as much as I possibly can. Don't do this, lots of people attempted to use the arms. Keep your arms long, imagine the band isn't there, and lift. You can use a sneaky elbow if you get stuck. Go a little bit faster, so we're going to exhale and roll. So the looser the band, the more work your tummy has to do. And at the top we're going to sit really tall. Take a breath again. Exhale and roll. Now obviously if you find these quite easy, I'd rather you did them without the band, because then your tummy's going to have to do a little bit more work. So I'll show you what that looks like. Keep the band if you prefer. Shoulders are down, tummy is in. I'm going to roll very slowly down, one vertebra at a time. Now if I don't have the band, I'm free to extend the arms over the head, lift them up, keeping the shoulders down as I lift, one vertebra at a time. Let's do two more. Exhale and roll, arms over the head, lifting back, deep breath, and keep this bit really tight and connected here. Let's do our last one. This is really good for abdominal strength and control and spinal mobility. It really gets your back moving, this one. It's nice. It stretches out the lower back really nicely, and in fact you could always add in a little stretch like that if you want to. I'm just going to show you some side work before we finish. I'm going to take the band and tie it around my lower leg. Got my feet hip width apart. I'm going to do a double knot. And you're going to feel this in your outer thigh and your inner thigh as well as your tummy. So I'm going to lie on the side. I'm going to float my legs in the air, and that automatically engages my core section. I'm going to keep the shoulder blades down the back. Relax onto my bottom arm, and I've got both legs up. So I'm going to squeeze the top leg up. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lengthen the leg. Now did you see what happened then? I'll just do that again. So if I bring it back, if you watch my waist, as I lengthen the leg, it lifts the waist off the floor. And this is good. This is really working through this section now. So I'm going to tap the foot to the bottom foot. I'm going to exhale and lift. I'm lifting till the resistance kicks in, and I can feel it in my outer thigh. So I'm going to take a breath in and exhale. Now look at this shoulder. It's very tempting to bunch up like this when you get tired. So I'm going to keep those shoulders down, and I'm feeling it here. I'm going to do 5 more. Exhale up, inhale down. Can you see that this isn't moving? So I'm not coming up and down with the midsection. This is still. It's isolating through the outer thigh. I've lost count now. Let's say 2 and 1. Now I'm going to get you to rest a minute because you're going to be tired here. I'm just going to show you how to get the inner thigh on the bottom leg. Just give you a breather for a sec. Right, when we're ready, we extend again and we lift both legs, and we extend the leg so that the waist lifts up again. This time, watch my bottom leg. Bottom leg. I'm going to lift it up and I'm going to drop it down to put the resistance back in the band. Really lift that bottom leg. So you're using the inner thigh on the bottom leg, drawing the belly button to the spine, shoulder away from the ear. This time we're going to exhale to lift, inhale to lower. I'm also feeling it here as well. You will be feeling it here as well. Quite a lot, I would imagine by now. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Brilliant. Take a rest. We just need to do that on the other side. So let's turn ourselves over onto the other side, and I'll just run you through the other leg as well. Drawing the shoulder down, lift the tummy, lift the feet, extend the top leg so your waist lifts off the floor, and then squeeze that top leg up. Inhale to release. Exhale up, inhale, release. Carry on. Some people find that they slip into extension, and I'll show you what happens when you slip into extension. Your legs can go back, and then as you lift, you're going to start to ache through the lower back. So if you're feeling it here, what I would do is swing your legs forward a bit so that you can see your feet. It's better to be in a boomerang shape this way than that way. Don't want to feel it in the lower back. So make sure that your abs are really switched on, and if anything, your toes are slightly in front of you. And that will really help you not to feel it in the back. So I'm going to take you through 2 more here, then we'll have a little rest. 1 more. Relax. Bring the leg in because you'll be tired here. So we've just got our inner thigh to do, then we can rest. Okay, ready? Okay, extend. Stretch out your top leg again so your waist lifts off the floor. Draw your belly in, draw your shoulder down. We're going to lift that bottom leg. Here we go. Lift up and release. Don't quite touch the floor. Keep that bottom leg just a little bit off the floor. Definitely working here again. Feeling it in the inner thigh as well. Just a few more, then we can have a rest. Exhale up. Inhale down. Should we just do another 3? And release. I'm going to lift that leg a bit higher for the last 2. I'm going really as high as I can there with that bottom leg. Brilliant. Relax. Stretch it out. Sit yourself up. Well done.